Hello folks, welcome to the channel For the Toys. Tony here. I got yourself another unboxing. It's part 3 of the McFarlane series of the Pacific Rim 4-inch line. If you are new to the channel, thank you for stopping by and taking a view. If you're feeling nice, go ahead and get that subscribe button and hit. Got a lot of stuff coming out, particularly this line for sure, of 3 out of 8 unboxings coming out, so be sure to check that out. It'll be up here somewhere for the series link, and if you haven't seen part 1, 2, or the intro, I'll give you a little idea of what's to come. But part 3, here we are. We are on our second Kaiju, there it goes, which is Leatherback, category 4. Here is, of course, the label and the main man himself. And of course, this is part of the comic line that opens up. Let's give a little spin here. A little spin here. I'm trying to work better. I got new equipment, so we're trying to get better on the angle of the lighting. Alright, so thanks for tuning in, and let's get to it. Alrighty folks, here we are. We're going to take a look at this bad boy right here. So, front, we got the man himself, 2 vehicles, and the building. A nice little artistry here. I believe that's all digital, it's not the actual model. And then the side here we have category 4, Leatherback. On the back we have another image of him, and then we have the details that he goes into. So the intel reads, partnering with the Beast, codename Otachi, for a unprecedented double breach. Leatherback's electrically charged attack swiftly and effectively disabled the systems of both Cherno Alpha and Crimson Typhoon, showing the kind of advanced tactics we had never seen before. That's weird. Pretty sure they just took out Striker Eureka and they just beat the crap out of the other 2. But here we go. So electromagnetic pulse and armored skin are its abilities. Height over here, really tall, of course, weighs a ton, weighs more than a ton, tons of tons. Speed, a little slower. Power, a little less power. Crazy armor, and of course, it's called toxicity. Bioload, I guess the hazard is only 2. I don't know how far that number goes up. Looks pretty cool. There's a little artistry in the inside. We'll take a look at that in a second. But let's go ahead and crack this guy open. So I found that this one, that none of these actually matter. These things that I'm doing right now, and this one on down here. However, it does help with the look, the overall look, when you kind of flop it over on the other side. So there we go. This one was a little challenging. So let's pull it over, and then kind of like your old school toys back in the day, we just kind of pop open this section here and make sure we don't harm the comic book, and slide it out. Or I shouldn't say out, but kind of flay it open here. Oh gosh, it has like tape on the bottom. This one, first time I did that. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so we have Pacific Rim, the Aftermath, Volume 2. So I believe the Kaiju have the Aftermath series, while the Jaegers have the prequel series. And Tales from the Drift is what's called. And then there's a nice back. And, you know, just a little bit of there. And I'm not going to show too much. I don't want to infringe on anything. But, again, cool thing about these, you get the custom covers that are only available for this series on these particular things. So let's go ahead. We're going to set that aside. And we're going to take a look at the main event here. I just want to take one more gander at this and show everybody. It's pretty cool. I don't want to open up, but it's like a profile of him. toss that, toss this thing. Here we go. All right, so we have the base, which has the foundation, double lanes, 2-lane road, and some crosswalks in the intersection. And the little babies, my goodness. Apparently the armed forces of the world only own two vehicles of anything. Let's try to get it to there. No, almost. Come on. Pull back a little bit. There, I'll just go like that. So it's another armored APC with a tank style turret on the top. They're pretty solid. This one actually, you can see little axles underneath. I'm not sure if the other ones did. Let me double check. Yeah, the other ones did too. So there we go. We got that guy. And another Humvee. Woo! Exciting. Right, and then like a large caliber gun or a RPG, looks like attached to the top. And pretty decent detail underneath. So it's cool. One guy mentioned in the previous video, apparently they're really nicely sized for the was it Robotech or no, I think so. Yeah, it's Robotech, I think he said. Or no, maybe Gundam. I don't know, but it's really cool. It's the 4-inch size, so as long as you have 4-inch figures, you're gonna have those fit. All right, so the building, a little different design, nice. It has a spire, and you can actually see all the AC units and stuff on the top, and then it kind of fits in like so. All right, but the main event, the one we're actually all here for, Leatherback. So I have learned that they're adding. They have all these ties holding them in from the previous ones. Oop, sorry about that. That was super loud in the mic. Apologize. All right, there we go. Let's get you out of here. All right, so as the previous models had some various form of movement. So here we go. Let's take a look at them. Nicely done for the size. Great texture. The blue coloring is really cool. I like it. Oh, there's the little electromagnetic EMP. And eyes got a little color. Blue mouth. It's looking really cool. All right, so movement. Okay, so we got kind of an elbow swivel joint. The shoulder kind of goes up and down. And, oh, bleeding. Oh, well. And then same for this arm as well. Shoulder goes up and down. So you can kind of do the more of the gorilla or smash attack, kind of like that. Legs, the rear legs don't move at all. They are completely solid. However, there's a tiny bit of, like, an exceptionally tiny bit of torso rotation. So, again, this is 4-inch, and, you know, I think I paid really cheap for these guys. I guess I'm getting my money's worth, but it's still really cool. Not too bad. Look at that little sweet, cool little dude. The details, there's some claws and some spikes, and surprisingly well detailed for its size. So, there we go. Does it stand up? It stands up somewhat well. We got our tanks and I like that. Alright, not too shabby. Alright, we'll cut here and we'll go back to the other angle and see how it sizes up to the other guys and the bigger lines and how it looks to that. So, be right back. Hello everyone, welcome back. We're here to take a look at the profile version now of Leatherback. You can get that glamorous butt shot you've always wanted. No, we're not here for that. That's weird. Alright, so Kaiju Frontier! He's so happy to see everybody. I love the blue tongue. It reminds me of a blue tongue skink. Alright, so here he is. Here he is sizing up to the buildings and of course to the other two. We got Knife Head right here, so you can kind of see Knife Head is just massive, just like pieces of him everywhere. Just absolutely all over the place. Let's try to focus this up better. Thank you. As you can see, he's just a big boy, and he is just a thick boy. Yeah, you got a thick boy. And then, of course, we all know how this battle goes. Not well, not well. Something about reaching down and doing a little crank on the neck there, so to speak. But let's do a side-by-side comparison of these guys. So here's Cherno Alpha, and here is Cherno Alpha's murderer after 6 long years on the wall. So you could tell this is definitely a much bigger, burlier kaiju than ever before. So pretty cool. Put him back there. There's the scene. Our scene of the buildings is starting to really take shape. It's looking nice. Very nice indeed. Alright, so let's compare him to someone else that he may or may not have been involved in the murder of. And that is Crimson Typhoon. Alright, so this is the Lingjong. I'm probably mispronouncing it every time, so I apologize to the company. I don't mean to. I really do. I love your product. And then here we have Leatherback, the 4-inch compared to, just to give you an idea of the two different lines. Now, these guys just announced that he is going to be the first kaiju they make for this line. And I am going to get one. There's no doubt about it. These are beautiful figures, and I do want something to fight. I mean, our boy Gypsy back there is feeling lonely too. Alright, so we're going to get that one. We're going to keep an eye out for it. Everyone keep an eye out for it. And hopefully something in the future here. But back to this guy. So, super fun little guy. He's got great details and great just plastic work. Like the detail in the plastic. For, again, the price, $3.99. $3.99! Okay. Of course, you know, even he's confused. Why am I $3.99? So, happy to have him. He'll make a great team for killing people over there in the distance. Hi. Alright, we're going to keep things moving so it's not too long. I love it. I find it fun. The whole little fun scene. I was a little skeptical about this series. It'd be kind of like little cheesy things, but it's better than I thought. Well, this is great. So, again, if you haven't seen the rest of the series, put it up here somewhere and take a look. And if you haven't seen the Crimson Typhoon, I'll put it back when I showed him off. You can click on that one. That one's really detailed as well. But to keep things short and moving, here we go. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing if you are subscribing. Like if you want. And thank you for coming along our journey. And as always, for the toys. Take care, everyone. Ah!